very young and talented Green Bay Packers who will try and stake their claim to their first championship in over a decade. Now, for both teams, leadership is key, but it's not about who you lead, but how you lead, and leading with a firm foundation. For the Packers, it starts at the top with Aaron Rodgers.
I was fortunate enough to be raised in a Christian home and modeled what a healthy relationship looks like and what a God-centered life looks like as well. So I just try to follow Jesus' example, leading by example. And one of my favorite quotes is by St. Francis of Assisi, who said, "Preach the gospel at all times, if necessary, use words."
God comes first, and everything I do is Christ, then my wife, then my children, and then the game of football. I want to live a Christian life. I want to be Christ-like, and that's who's going to define me in the end is Christ, not football.
Wide receiver Donald Driver had it tough as a kid. He spent part of his childhood homeless and sold drugs to help put food on the table. Today, as the longest tenured player on the team, he says if there's one thing he's learned over the years, it's to put God ahead of everything.
And I think you get to a point in your life where you got to make him first. I think when I was younger, I had him second. I was trying to do everything up on the sun, but he made a way out of no way. He brought me out of everything that I went through, and now you have to be able to embrace him first. When you wake up in the morning, you got to give him first the glory, and then you move on with your day. And that's what I've always I've learned. Because without him, I wouldn't be sitting up here talking to you guys today.
Man, the biggest stage, you got to give all the praise, all the glory to God, man. He's the reason I'm here. He's brought me through so much. I truly believe in him. My faith in him is sky high.
Rookie running back James Starks was born with a collapsed lung. He was eventually told he would never be able to play sports. Well, on Sunday, he'll play in his first Super Bowl, and he gives all the credit to Jesus Christ.
For me, Christ's been a big part of my life because I don't think you can get through things like that, by yourself. When people say, he smiles so much when he's playing, I'm enjoying every moment, This don't last forever, so I'm enjoying every moment that I get.
Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin is in his 4th season. Under his leadership, the Steelers are in their 2nd Super Bowl in 3 seasons. And he says his faith in Christ is his compass for finding his way through all of the challenges of being a head coach.
It's so much bigger than football, faith. Football is what we do, faith is who we are. It's a compass for us in the midst of a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense sometimes.
Quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was in some trouble in the offseason and was suspended the first 4 games of the season. And he says he's relying on his childhood faith for guidance in helping him keep his life and career on the right track.
I want to be a guy that people look up to. I know it takes time to get that back, but I want to be the best someday husband and father and grandfather, hopefully, if I'm blessed enough to be. And it starts with faith. You got to be able to install that in your kids the same way it was installed in me.
I think it's important because, it's always going to be there. It's consistent, and it's kind of a rock to always lean on. He's always going to be there, that relationship, that faith, and I think it'll always hold true for you.
That's where I find anything in my life that has meaning. I see it through my eyes of my faith, whether it's my relationship with my wife, whether it's football, whether it's running, jumping, anything in life.
Wideout Antoine Randall was here before with the Steelers in Super Bowl 40. And after spending the last 4 seasons with the Washington Redskins, he's back. And he says it's because of his relationship with the Lord that he's playing in his 2nd Super Bowl.
Man, Pittsburgh is here with 14 and 12, 12 and 4 in the regular season, 1 2 playoff games back in the Super Bowl. If you stay committed to God, God will take care of you no matter what. But it starts with obedience. If you start it with obedience, you go a long way with God. You're not going to find it in money. You're not going to find it in cars, in women, in a relationship. If your relationship is right with Christ, that's the biggest relationship. If you got that right with Christ, everything else underneath is going to fall. It's going to fall over.
In this world, it's like I said, clothes, fashion, items, icons, or whatever, they all change every single day. But one thing I know that I can stand firm on is my faith.
Veteran safety Ryan Clark has been through a lot throughout his career. He had to have both his spleen and gallbladder removed. And he says it's only because of God's love and grace that he's still able to play.
Just going through the different things in life, not just football, is what faith, has done for me. And the way, let him down every day, fall short of glory every single day, But to know because of Jesus Christ dying, you have a chance to repent for that, and you still have a chance for salvation and a chance to see eternity.